Good morning, everyone. Ti Dave here. I got quite a bit of stuff I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to read this declaration from James Martinez that was on my show, and I'm going to go into why I've been, um, you know, I'll get into that. First of all, I want to show you something that we found that helps with EMF, electromagnetic frequencies, radiation, all that, and proved it. This necklace I have around here. Now, when you're looking for Organite and other stuff, it's got to be combined with other metals and all that to create the Faraday shield. You can't just go buy any Organite and get these effects. And I'm finna show you a video I took proving this yesterday that it helps against EMF. Am I saying it stops attack 100%? No. Am I saying run out and buy one and your targeting will stop? No. I'm saying it helps. It's helped tremendously. You still have to clean your body of metals. You still have to, I will still do the stun gun EMP but I'm just saying this helps tremendously. What it does is you wear it around your neck and it creates a shield around your neck and your head and your heart from EMF, Wi-Fi, 5G, all that. And my vibrations and all that stuff have improved. So listen, and so is Holly's to the point that we're taking turns wearing this. Okay, look at this. We made this video yesterday. What I have here is an Organite pendant. It's got all kinds of stuff in it: Herkimer diamond, shungite, black tourmaline, Organite, a lot more stuff in it. Atomized metal, magnetite, all kinds of stuff in it, and it's arranged to create a Faraday shield when you hold it around your neck. Now I'm going to give this camera to Holly. It is a little pricey, but I'm going to give this camera. Now I understand a lot of TIs can't afford it. I begged for this for my birthday because I've done too much of research on this. So you have to have it's got to be certain made. Also, notice I have a cloth, like a silver cloth cord around it. If you put it on a metal chain, metal on metal, if you put that orgonite pin on a metal chain, it will cancel out the Faraday effects and it will be non-effective. Camera to Holly and show you that it protects from EMF. Okay, here you go, Holly. As you can see, the EMF meter is high. It's always high in this area. It's climbing. So back up some, Holly, because I want to show that this thing brings it down to healthy levels. Now, when I pull it away, it's climbing up again. And let's see how much it climbs up to. 65. Okay, now when you can see, I'm putting this in the area. Now you can't, and I'm going to do a video explaining more about this Organite and where to get the right stuff. It's got to be made right. It's helped us tremendously since we have it. Matter of fact, we could only afford one and been taking turns wearing this. I can even put it in this area right here. Look how far back that is. And when I take it out of the area, all right, you can stop the video, Holly. Now, like I said, I'm not recommending nothing to no one because what works for me might not work for you. But all I'm saying is the bottom line is this particular made one does bring down EMF in whatever area it is and will protect you from EMF. Uh, Now, am I saying it's going to stop all attacks? No, I still get V2K, uh, but I'm still getting attacks sometimes too. But it's a lot lesser than I was, and I'm finding serious relief. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I hate recommending stuff like this because then somebody will construe your words and be like, "Oh, he said it's going to work and block." Because you have to do numerous things because they're constantly spraying the environment and all that, but they're using EMF. From my understanding, they use EMF to activate this stuff and pulse this stuff in your body. So common sense says it helps because it's keeping it's a shield. So it's creating a field around you to protect you from EMF. All right, moving on to the next thing, and I'm gonna read the declaration that James Martinez is putting out there to file at your courthouse. Some you got to file at your county clerks or the UCC. Okay, so I've been leery. Okay, so I don't just promote anybody on my channel, and that's why a lot of people I'm not watched as much. I'm not promoted as much because I'm not taking no bull crap, and I'm responsible for what I let y'all see. Okay, and I want to share something with you before I start this James Martinez thing. That's really going to give you a good idea of how I do things and why I don't promote organizations and stuff. If you knew the dirt I get sent on these people, and you know, I even had somebody that got a scan that even admits that scans can't be used in court. So why am I going to promote it to have? It's good to have. I'm not saying scans are not bad. Use your own discretion. My opinion of scans is, why would I pay $500 to go get scanned, and all I got is proof that I have stuff in my body? I already know there's stuff in my body. I don't have to prove it, and it's not going to hold up in court anyway. From my understanding, with the little machines that they're using, so therefore, I'm not promoting it. I've also heard that there's been some people done wrong, so I can't promote that, you know. So I'm not saying don't do it or do it. I'm just saying I can't promote it or I'm responsible. So that's why I don't promote stuff like this. And I'm finna send you a good example. This dude, and I'm not going to say the name of the thing, but he sent me a message with a video, and I watched the video. It's a 20-minute video talking about how they're helping target individual, asking for donation. They're working on people's brain rights. I'm not going to blast the name out because really I can't prove whether or not it's legit or not, but I'm not going to promote it, and here's why. All right, so he sent the video, said, please post this on your YouTube channel so the word can get out. I said, who's all in this organization? I'm pretty much independent when it comes to alignment in any organizations or nonprofits. I haven't heard from you since February. I have no clue what this organization is about. Beside what I heard on the video. So if you could please tell me some names of people involved in your organization and stuff. I know you know my channel. I just don't promote anything, and promoting stuff asking for money is a really big iffy thing. So I just want to know who's involved in proof that you're helping TIs. He said, okay, I appreciate it. I'll skip this platform. Then thanks. See, he didn't want to say nothing. He didn't want to show proof he helped. So I'm like, everyone wants money, but they can't prove what they're doing for TIs. You have only contacted me to promote your neural rights. You never contacted me for nothing else. You've never promoted me or anything else. Just don't make sense. If you notice, I don't promote no organizations on my channel. Why? Because if they're ripping people off, then I'm responsible for letting my viewers see that stuff. But if somebody is showing me what they've done for TIs, I don't mind promoting them at all. Okay, that's what he said. Okay. So can you show receipts where you help TIs and tell me who you're working with? I'm all right. I appreciate it. Well, that's funny because in the video, you said that you've been helping TIs and all that. I said, that's what I thought. I said, I protect TIs in the community from this type of stuff. Everyone says they're helping but can't show receipts. I can show countless receipts where we have helped TIs in need. And we don't ask for money. We did it with what little we had at the time. TIs, time of the TIs, TIs need, hold on, of the TIs. Sorry to be pushy and sound like an ass, but this seems like a common theme in the TI community, and it's sad. I'm being tortured and hell and back. No worries. I'm not going to smear your name or organization because I don't know if it's legit or not. But find it weird you won't show receipts to helping others that you stated you did in the video. You made me think. So don't think I'm going to go around and talk about it. I don't play that crap either unless I can prove it without a shadow of doubt it's a scam. Then I send him receipts showing where we help TIs. Just a few of many receipts. We are the real deal and sincere about what we do. We've been helping TIs like this for 3 years, and if you're real and genuine, you can't do anything but respect the fact I want to make sure it's legit. Funny, everyone wants to promote the people who just want views and attention and money or have some other sinister purpose, but no one promotes the sincere TIs really trying to help. And I said, then he deleted the video, message deleted where he sent me the video and asked me to promote it. He deleted that text. Let me cover up the top name. Ah, never mind. I know y'all trust me anyway. If you'd like to see it, I will. If it's that big a deal. And so when he deleted it, I says it still. I said still says message deleted when you get ready. Oh, wow, you deleted the video you sent me to promote. Why would you delete it? It's in my watch history. I watched the whole thing last night, which is why I asked the questions I asked. Still says message deleted when you get ready. If you are legit to show me some proof you are helping, I have no problem promoting what you're saying. You're trying, or what you're trying to do. I'm open minded to the fact maybe you are legit, but at the same time, you won't show receipts. Then you delete your message to me asking me to promote your video, asking for money. I'm here if you ever want to prove it. Hope you understand, bro. If I was you and you was me right now, I would totally understand. All right, now moving on to the declaration, and these cats are trying to cause problems because I am on the video and not showing them attention. They're spoiled. So she's trying to tear the mylar down I have on the windows because she's mad. She wants me to show her attention 24/7. Anyway, that's another thing. So I'm gonna move on to the the declaration, and we're gonna read it. Okay. All right. James Martinez has came out, from my understanding. I'm in Patreon. I'm reading. I'm very careful. That goes back to the same thing with him or anybody else. I am very careful. I'm not going to be putting no BS out there or lead y'all down no rabbit holes intentionally. Okay, so I've been very careful watching his chat, watching what he's posting. He really threw me off when he says, "Now I'm gonna read a message to y'all because y'all are my viewers, and I do this to help people. I don't and try to help the community with what's going on. I do think the declaration may be of a help if they come down the line and try to say they own our brains and stuff. Um, okay, hold on one second. Let me get my cat situation before I start. All right, I'm back. Sorry, my cat just always gets in that mylar when I'm doing something. Okay, so the necklace has helped me and Holly, by the way, tremendously. Uh, like I said, I don't want to say 100% because I don't want somebody to get it and then they figure out some different frequency or something like that. I'm not saying it's effective 100% at all. It's really not with me. You got to do a bunch of stuff. I think, in my opinion and from my experience, you have to still do your detox and still, do other stuff. Blocking 100% would never work, and blocking this stuff is hard because they just switch frequencies. But all I can say is anywhere this necklace is, EMF is blocked. It brings it down to healthy levels. Now I'm sure if you were in a room with and your meter was reading off the charts, I really don't. I haven't tested that yet. Like off the chart, how high you could bring it and how high it would bring it down. However, if your problem is EMF, if your weapons are EMF weapons, it will help tremendously. Okay, so James Martinez, and I'm responsible for my viewers, like I said. That's why I don't promote people, especially them organizations, nonprofits, and all that claim they're helping TIs. We're not even going to that, but I just don't promote them because if they're doing people wrong, like a lot of people are saying, and they're gaslighting and doing all this stuff, then I'm responsible for leading them to them people. So I'm not connecting nobody. I had a person the other day who's promoting, who's she sells t-shirts. A good friend of mine, she gave me some of my t-shirts that I have. Said she's starting a call and a TI call, support call, and that's all good. And I've questioned her about it. So when I get it, I'm gonna let y'all know though. Okay, so here is what has transpired, and this chat is always hard to get into. So here's what transpired in the chat. Okay, let's see if I can get into the main chat. All right. Okay, let me. Uh, so for one, some certain person, some certain organization got to James Martinez first. And here's what he said. He said, I was asked to work with targeted people and even testify for them and appear before Congress. I declined for one simple reason. Remember Julian Assange? When he provided the public with the truth, he was put away and nobody came to help. That's the problem with the U.S. and the attitude of the public, so I work alone. I was just comment about that. See, I'm not going to hide nothing. I've been sitting back watching. Okay, so, um, but what is getting me is I've asked him, let me see if he ever answered. He didn't. His talk about Redacted's even posted some whistleblower saying aliens are real and all that. So he said Space Force, the Pentagon, and DARPA are aiding and abetting a Chinese takeover coordinated by transhumanists and other non-human entities. There you have it, more developing. And I said, what do you mean by non-human entities? And I never got an answer. Oh, let me see. Maybe I did. Nope, never got an answer. But I'm going to read something because I read this stuff because it's going to help you understand what's going on. I think now even if let's just say aliens were real, it has nothing to do with what we're going through. It don't have nothing to do with what we're going through, so it's irrelevant. But if you get TI to start talking about aliens or targeting them and all that, that discredits us. So that threw real red flags. But you got to understand, he's not claiming to be helping target individuals. He's trying to help the world protect their brain data. That's what I'm fixing to read right here. Okay? So he says all will be revealed in due time because it has to be. Okay? He says and he's going to be discussing how to govern thyself. Okay, so let's see. Hold on, let's go. Nobody, especially lawyers, like to hear or have to accept new information in the reality tunnel they subscribe to. So I expect kickback from people in that field. I'm gonna say. All right, so I'm going to be reading what he said about the Clone Act, which is attacked to this. So here's what it is. So here's the declaration. I hope you can see it. I'm rambling. What I'm saying is, that's why you see me. I could get these people that do scans and link up with organizations and blow up and be some popular person. But I'm not here for popularity. I'm here to help TIs and 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 help TIs figure out what's right, prove this is real. Um, help them figure out what kind of stuff they can do to protect themselves, ways to deal with this. Uh, and then if something pops up where I think that it's legit and they're really helping people and they have their heart, I'll promote them. But until then, I have not seen nobody uh, in the community yet. Well, that has organizations and stuff like that that I would be willing to take a chance and promote. I mean, I just seen somebody gaslight somebody that was supposed to be a big time head of an organization, and they gaslit the hell out of somebody, and I have proof of it. So people doing people like that, I can't send my viewers over to them and them get gaslighted when they try to share some information that a dude's making videos and stuff and exposing information, which I've done interviewed him. I just got to edit it. And we're going to do one more interview and I'm going to edit some more stuff due to the stuff that can't be talked about in the video. So this person shared one of his videos and tagged this person in it. And this person basically said, stop listening to V2K. It's the CIA getting to you. I mean, right there in front of everybody. And this person never said nothing about V2K. This person just shared this person's video talking about a 5-year investigation he's done into this stuff. So I can't be leading my viewers to get gaslit, leading my viewers to get scammed out of money, leading my viewers to get promised something in court's going to work when really it's not legible in court. So I hope y'all understand. Point proven. All right, look, it says, I blank the living man. All right, look, Declaration for Independence from Neurolaw and technological tyranny. I, blank, the living man, standing as a free sovereign being endowed by my Creator with unalienable rights, do hereby declare my absolute final independence from any and all neurotechnological systems, biometric surveillance frameworks, cognitive intrusions, and so-called neural law regimes, whether domestic or foreign, public or private. I reject any contract, statute, ordinance, executive order, corporate policy, internal and international agreement, treaty, foreign regulation, technological platform that attempts to override, subvert, bypass, digitize, encode, monitor, record, modify, interfere with, or otherwise trespass upon the sacred domain of the human mind. Okay, so, and like I said, he's James has never claimed to help TIs. Okay, James wanted to come on here to show this declaration and let the world know we're in trouble. He's never claimed to be standing for TIs, helping TIs, or none of that. He's trying to work alone because I think he knows how corrupt this stuff is, and he don't want to be involved in it. He's kind of like independent. Now, I am taken back by the alien thing. I'm trying to find more of why he said that. But even if aliens are real, don't mean nothing about targeting. It don't, it don't. In my opinion, I don't, now if he was to come today and say it's aliens targeting you, I would probably have a weird opinion about that. Because definitely not aliens. Okay, so I'm trying to get this computer to scroll down. It will not work that good. Okay, because I want to read. I got a long way to go. I got 17 pages to read. Why ain't it working? Okay, there we go. Okay. My cats love making noise just to get me off this computer and try to mess me up because they want attention. Okay. All right, here we go. What are the message? I reject any contract, statute, ordinance, executive order. All right, I done said that. I assert neural liberty is an inherent, unwaivable right of every living man or woman. My thoughts are private property. My cognitive processes are sovereign. My memories are not subject to indexing, storage, deletion, or seizure. My identity is not a corporate construct. My brain waves are not a commodity. My neurological signature is not evidence. I hereby declare all agreements, contracts, click wraps, and user licenses, medical releases, data terms, privacy policies, and technology terms, whether signed, clicked, scrolled, presumed, or coerced regarding neurotechnology, biometrics, or brain data to be null and void ab initio unless supported by explicit written wet ink informed consent of the living signer. This includes any presumed artificial consent resulting from future incapacitation, imprisonment, medical restraint, or mental impairment. The absence of communication or perceived compliance shall not be construed as an agreement under any circumstance. I affirm that invasive integration of human biological material with machines, neural meshes, implants, or nanotech is a violation of my body's sovereignty and shall be treated as aggravated assault. That the non-invasive devices which read brain data, cognitive patterns, or biometric signals shall not be imposed upon me without full disclosure and written, voluntarily, non-coerced, informed consent. That all, oh no, that all forms of neural law as applied to living men and women are hereby rejected in whole and shall have no force or effect. That AI or synthetic approximations of human conscious behavior or memory shall never be used to impersonate, replace, or profile me. That sovereign immunity and qualified immunity, corporate shield, or any such legal fiction shall not protect perpetrators of cognitive trespass. That the Constitution for the United States of America, 1789, is the only lawful foundation charter that secures my rights, and that the 1871 U.S. Constitution is a corporate fiction not binding upon sovereign men and women without explicit contract. Accordingly, I incorporate the full cognitive liberty opposing neurological exploitation act, Clone Act of 2025, as amended, and attach it to this declaration as Exhibit A. All definitions, provisions, bans, enforcement clauses, committee structures, and criminal penalties outlined therein are adopted by reference as an extension of this declaration. Let this serve permanent notice to all parties. My non-consent is explicit, irrevocable, and unaltered by time, condition, incapacity, or coercion. I declare my right to live free from technological oppression. I exercise my natural authority to say no to cognitive tyranny. I record this declaration publicly to serve notice to all courts, officials, governments, corporations, and artificial entities. The human mind is not your jurisdiction. This declaration is my living testimony, witnessed by my signature and sealed by my breath. Okay, so there you can, uh, there you go. So you can have witnesses, and then you got to attach the Clone Act 2025, Cognitive Liberty Opposing Neurological Exploitation Act, also known as the Clone Act. Um, it's a declaration to secure cognitive liberty, reject neural law, and protect the rights of living men from non-consensual neurotechnological biometric exploitation. And if you'd like, I'm not going to read that. The act is written in plain English, so regardless of educational background, the act intentionally avoids complex legal Latin phrases. The meaning of each section shall be taken in accordance with the unordinary understanding of the American people. Okay? And it's quoting stuff. And so I asked him, I said, why does the Clone Act have to be attached to this declaration? And he said, the Clone Act is explaining what your declaration is. Read carefully. This is a declaration to the system, asserting yourself onto the system, which is presuming that your silence is as a quiescence. Most of all, you do not want your privacy and your brain interfered with. That being said, if you do not state that the system will presume you're all for it. Most of all, if you do not understand contract law and probably all have credit cards or have had them in the past, none of you read those contracts at all, nor did you understand them. So, in order to avert you away from a system that doesn't have your best interest in mind and would rather kill you, it's time that you begin to understand contracts and basic contract law. Many of you have iPhone and Androids, most of all, have not agreed to terms and conditions without reading what those terms and conditions are. So it's important to understand what words mean in legal language, because what you think they mean in your language isn't the language of the courts at all. So acquire a Black's Law book and begin studying and learning. Let me see what so here's another thing he said. Your claims are not without merit. There are thousands of TIs that are people claiming that be TIs that seek justice, so they should. I agree. However, people do not have a clue how public policy is being made and under what conditions. However, I'm very near the tipping point of making this a national discussion despite the very dangerous circumstances that may create. Stay tuned. So that's what I got from him. I'm still filling him out. I'm waiting on the message because I asked him straight up about the alien thing. I have got no response, but he did promote somebody who was talking about, and so there was somebody who posted something about some dude way back, a video way back about this alien rescue operation where this spaceship crashed and they rescued this alien or something, and he reposted it. Let me see if I can find it on X because I don't like giving out false stuff and don't want to say anything. That's why I'm not liked because I don't promote just anybody. I don't try to boost my views by promoting people. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just saying, and it sucks to be like that because I wish everybody had TIs. I wish everybody was really trying to help TIs, and none of them had, greed and other motives behind trying to help TIs. Just using us and our torture and stuff as a way to make money, a way to gaslight us further, a way to bring us in and give us false hope and have us going down a never-ending rabbit hole that's never going to get solved for years, waiting on an answer instead of doing productive stuff. Heavy metal detox, looking for ways to shield, looking for ways to be more positive and help others, uh, looking for ways to get through the day and have a positive outlook on life despite what you're going through. Or some people are really waiting on some of these organizations to come through and just put a stop to this, and it's going to stop. So they're not doing nothing but just enduring the torture, waiting. I don't agree with it. Okay, so this dude said, I lived, James Martinez says, talking about this dude, George Van Tassel. So he posted something, said UFO Mania. This sends, now, he's never claimed to help TI, so he even says he's trying to help the world. Okay? All right, here it says, remembering George Van Tassel when a 700-year-old alien being took him aboard a spacecraft and gave him the blueprints to make a time machine. So this is what threw up red flags about James Martinez, and it's okay. And I trust that I like this declaration. I want to know what y'all think. It says, he says, and maybe he can clarify. I've asked him, I'm waiting on an answer. I lived with his wife at the end of her life. I know the whole story. George never lied about a thing. Doris Van Tassel, I won't forget you and what you taught me. So let me see if it says what it says here.
Vertical instruments, like the fluorescent tubes with marks on them. What color were these people? The instruments were marked in symbols similar to hieroglyphics. They were not in any language or number system we use on the air.
This is a video he shared.
They looked like they were white people with a good healthy tan.
Did they give you any indication of how old they were, or what they ate, or where they came from at all?
After we got off the ship, the man who invited me aboard, who didn't look a day over 28 years of age, told me that he was over 700 years of age in our time.
Now, see, when you go from telling me on Redacted and on my show, when you go from telling me that they're pushing Project Bluebeam and that alien abduction was a hoax and that it was government black projects, now you're promoting the alien theory. It just, it just threw up red flags for me about this, and I'm trying to clear it up with him. Okay, so he's never promoted, he's never claimed to help TIs. He was telling us this declaration will help you when they come and try to say, okay, we've been doing this, we've been doing this, we now have control over your brain, we own your brain. This prevents that from happening. That's what the declaration does. I really think it's helpful. And if you want a copy, you can email me. I'm fixing to end this video now because I have a lot of stuff to get done. But I hope that cleared it up. I know I was rambling on stuff. Please pay attention to, well, if you'd like to know, see, the bad thing about this uh, pendant I have and been wearing and all that, this Organite thing, I don't want this company to get too overloaded, because if they get too overloaded, that's what the problem is with these companies that mass produce this stuff. They don't take the time to put the stuff together right, because you have to put everything just right, and just to create this Faraday effect. And let me see what all this has got in it. The pendant I have has uh, well, but I hope I cleared it up today. I'm not saying, I don't tell nobody, don't go here, don't support this, don't support that. I just can't tell you to support it because I'm not taking a chance. So that's why I tell y'all to support at your own risk. Um, and so I'm not talking bad, saying don't go there, don't go here. I just have my own opinions and seen what's been sent to me through emails, and and it would be risky promoting anybody at this point. However, if somebody shows me, hey, I'm legit, I'm helping TIs, here's receipts, uh, I'm the real deal, I'm really trying to help people, I'd be glad to promote them. Okay, so this has got shungite, pyrite, a Herkimer diamond. Herkimer diamonds they claim they're 500 million year old quartz that can only be mined in New York. Pyrite, powerful frequency matrix, black tourmaline, black sand, organite, magnetite, copper, and atomized metals. And when put together, and they even show you on this website, they even show you this being put up against a tri-field meter, and it goes crazy. And from my research, the only way a tri-field meter will go crazy if you put something like this up against it is if the minerals and the rocks and stuff were arranged in a certain thing to create a Faraday shield. So Anyway, I'm not promoting it saying it's going to stop your targeting. All I can speak from is mine and Holly's experience. It's helping us tremendously, and I proved in the video that it did cut down EMF. It brings it down. So no matter what area you're in, if you put that necklace against that EMF meter, it's going to bring it down. So anyway, if anybody who has opinions or would like to let me know their opinion, I'm very open to opinion. Matter of fact, somebody wrote a comment because I asked his opinion yesterday about the Martinez thing, and I'm not down in James Martinez at all. I'm just saying uh, that if Ti starts saying aliens and all that, it makes us look crazy, and I think he knows that. But I can vouch and say he never said he was trying to help the specifically TIs. He said he's trying to help us protect our brain data and stuff. So if anybody would like to get a copy of this, read it, tell me what you think. I still have a few more questions, and I'm just sitting back. So okay, so he said some people were very delighted to hear him talking and fighting the cause, but recently changed their mind. Some of them thinking he may not be the real deal. That they haven't elaborated why. My take is that he's legit, but in order to make people listen to him, he needs to drop the alien narrative, not even mentioning it, because it's putting people here in fringe stuff, because there are far too many people disbelieving it. And as you know, the counterintelligence use alien narrative to make people discredit. That's my take regarding the narrative. And that's my take too. And of course, certain organizations are not going to like James if he is legit, and you know why. We don't even have to go there. So I'm not promoting James or not promoting him. But I stand with this dude right here. My take's he's legit, but in order to make people listen to him, he's going to have to drop the alien narrative. Um, but I'm not James, and I'm not there. So that does throw me off about the alien thing. It is confusing. But even if it comes out that, which is a long shot in my opinion, aliens are real, like Redacted saying with their whistleblower, even if, and that's Stephen Greer, the one that came on saying it was real. So Stephen Greer, and if you know about him, so I don't know. I think it's a Project Bluebeam push off. I think of course, when you call space contractors, if you're up there, they're gonna tell you about aliens if they're trying to promote this Project Bluebeam team, Bluebeam thing, because he did say that. He said that. Let's see. Last time we talked, and I'm gonna shut up after this. Okay. Let's see. And am I saying the declaration is going to make your targeting stop? By no means, no. But what I'm saying is, if they come later, and like it's being said is going to happen, then and say that, oh, we own your brain, we can do anything we want. No, you're stating it's not legal to do anything to your brain, any experiments, use your brain in any kind of way. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Here's another thing. Hello, friends. Swamped is right there. That's putting it bluntly. I can tell you without hesitation that our elected government, our employees are gutless, and these issues are terrified of getting involved. And I just got off the phone with a Space Force contractor, and the level of morons aiding and abetting this entire situation is off the chart. We're in big trouble. However, there are things coming into view that are going to put a chokehold on government employees whose job it is to handle these matters. And you'll see me go public about it very shortly. So I'm just sitting there watching. I'm not going to say nothing, no pros or cons about the man. I'm just going to sit back and watch and see what happens. However, I hope y'all got something out of this declaration. If you'd like a copy of it, he said you can tweak it and uh, not tweak it. He said you can write it and study it to fit your own needs too, whatever that means. I'm still researching, man. Just give me a chance. So I just wanted to update y'all on this. Read the declaration, and if y'all would like me to go further and read the Clone Act, I will. However, you can probably look that up. If you'd like a copy of this to file at your courthouse, just email me. Okay? If you'd like to come on and do a testimony, email me. And if you'd like to come on and just talk about a certain subject and some knowledge that you're very knowledgeable in from your research, email me. I'll get you on. Okay? Targeted testimony at pm.me or hollyspunk@gmail.com. Sorry I rambled and caused this video to be so long and drawn out.